We are on the road to WrestleMania, and WWE Raw certainly provided a lot of Mania-esque moments. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. It is Fog Wrestling with your top 5 moments from WWE Raw March 10th, 2003. And this was very, very tough to do because there were so many good moments throughout the show, and just watching this, it almost made you sad because you look at what you used to get in wrestling compared to what you get now. There was like a 5-minute period of this show, not even 5 minutes, where it was probably about maybe 4 minutes. Yeah, but 4 minutes where we got 3 backstage segments in a row, and they were great. Nowadays, they would spend about 4 minutes on somebody making their entrance to the ring. It would take Roman Reigns 4 minutes to rotate his jaw and pick up a microphone. But in this show, we got 3 backstage segments in the space of 4 minutes. Maven Triple H, Austin Goldust, and then The Rock and the Hurricane. 3 great segments in a row in less than 4 minutes. And what do you get now? Everything just bores you. But let's get back into this. Top 5 moments from Raw. Coming at number 5, we have The Rock versus the Hurricane. The Rock said tonight he would not be wrestling Booker T. He had his own opponent in mind, and that opponent was the Hurricane. He basically wanted to squat the Hurricane, who's been this annoying fly in The Rock's ass for the past 3 weeks. The Rock said to the Hurricane, "Are you ready to go toe-to-toe with the great one?" Hurricane says, "Are you ready to go toe-to-toe with the superhero?" And The Rock made fun of the Hurricane. No, he's going to bring all his powers. What's the Hurricane going to bring? Hurricane says, "I'm going to bring my Hurra powers, bitch," and then he makes fun of the tiny ding-a-ling. And obviously The Rock didn't like that. It's like, "Hey, easy, big fella." Man, obviously referring to the fact that Stone Cold might be called the Rattlesnake, but The Rock has got his own little rattlesnake, or his own big rattlesnake. He then offers a handshake to Hurricane Helms. He says, "Are you ready for this kid tonight?" in all seriousness. And then bang! Punches the Hurricane, who accepted his handshake, and he just laughs it off and walks away. Great stuff. Coming at number 4, we go from one great segment, and this was just before the Rock segment. We have Booker T's best friend, Goldust, and Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You got Goldust greeting Austin. Weird combination. Austin's walking around with a wiener in his hand, eating a hot dog, and that's probably what attracted Goldust. It was probably the wiener that Goldust he managed to like signal. I don't know, it's like a radar, and he just like, locked in on the wiener. Goldust is like, "I hear Bischoff wants to wants to make bygones be bygones. He wants to have a truce." Goldust is trying to cut a promo. Austin's reactions to Goldust stuttering is great. Every time Goldust is stuttering, Austin his head's going back like he's on the end of a jab, and Goldust just can't finish his sentence. He can't finish his line, and Austin sticks the fucking hot dog in the mouth of Goldust, walks off, and then Goldust is able to talk normal. Bischoff. And Goldust is fine because he's got something in his mouth. A big hot dog. Great stuff. Coming at number 3, we have the Raw opening. You've got Eric Bischoff. You've got a bunch of Raw guys. You've got a bunch of the heels. Jericho's there. Christian's there. Chief of Staff Sean Morley is there. You've got some other bums who we don't really care about. But anyway, that is not the point. But the biggest point is Eric Bischoff doesn't want these guys doing anything to Stone Cold. He wants to have a truce with Stone Cold. He wants Stone Cold and him to be okay. But then The Rock walks in. He tells Bischoff that he will not be facing Booker T tonight because he wants to whoop their bald ass at WrestleMania. Bischoff, though, says he needs The Rock to wrestle. Millions and millions of The Rock's fans will be tuning in tonight expecting to see The Rock wrestle. But The Rock says, hey, don't worry. The Great One will be in action tonight, but it will not be with Booker T, and that The Rock has his own opponent in mind. And obviously later on we find out that opponent is the Hurricane. Great guys, again, another great segment. Absolutely fantastic. you start Raw off with The Rock and Bischoff, and you're not going to go wrong. Number 2, speaking of not going wrong, how can you go wrong with this? I believe it is The Rock's second last match ever on Raw, and it was against the Hurricane. Short match, but that's all it needed to be. It was probably about 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and Hurricane gets some offense in. He even hits the Hurra chokeslam on The Rock, but forget about offense. He wins the damn match. Stone Cold comes out, down, distracts The Rock. Hurricane with the roll up, 1, 2, 3, and the Hurricane with his Hurra powers has defeated the Scorpion King. So the Scorpion King gets slayed by the Hamburglar. So great match, fantastic. Got to love it. Rock versus Hurricane, main event, Monday Night Raw. Really good stuff there. I mean, you can screw your 20-minute matches. We don't need 20 minutes, 25 minutes. All we need is just the Rock and the Hurricane to lace up the boots for 5 minutes, and we'll be grand here on Fog Wrestling. Was it a technical clinic? No, but I tell you what, it was great and it was fantastic. But it wasn't good enough to get the number 1 spot, because that goes to the Stone Cold Steve Austin, Eric Bischoff, Rock segment. You got the truth between Bischoff and Austin. Bischoff says that maybe he was wrong to do what he done to Austin. He fired Austin. Austin went on to be the biggest star in the industry. But if Bischoff never fired Austin, then that wouldn't have happened. So maybe Austin should be thanking him. Austin's going to lay the smackdown, pun intended, on the Rock's quote. But then the Rock comes out. Rock wants to face Austin. Austin wants to face the Rock. Austin gets on his back, tells The Rock to come and face him. Rock then is like, nah, not tonight. He's not going to face you tonight. I'm going to wait to whip your bald ass at WrestleMania 19. Austin says, well, I didn't come here tonight to not whip somebody's ass. Bischoff then absolutely shits himself because he realizes that he's in the ring and he's the one that is going to receive The Rock's ass whipping from Stone Cold. He starts beating down Bischoff in the corner. Then The Rock comes out. We get The Rock and Austin going face to face. Are they going to collide? Are they going to come to blows? Nah, because The Rock once again bottles it, decides, no, I'll wait until WrestleMania 19. And The Rock bails out the ring as Austin wanted to open up another can of whoop ass. So there you go, guys. That is your top 5 moments from Monday Night Raw. Great show, fantastic show, and just, great. It was like just one after another. You got great segments. Like I said, there was a 4-minute period where you got Triple H, bullying people backstage, challenging Maven to a match. Then we got the Goldust, Stone Cold Steve Austin segment with the wiener and the Goldust stuttering. And then that led into the Rock Hurricane backstage segment, the backstage promo. It's like, just great stuff one after another. It's like we were spoiled, man. We were spoiled. This is when wrestling was at its peak, I'm telling you. We didn't know how good we had it. Honestly. Back here, we did not know how good we had it. We took it for granted. Because fast forward 21 years later, guys, and wrestling fucking sucks. So there you go. Give us this back. I mean, I guess the only way we can watch this, the only way we can have the good stuff is to rewatch it, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to get any new good stuff. But here, I mean, at least we've got the network. So yeah, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time. Peace.